Now we heard in Bulgaria there's a lot of interesting things happening regarding industrial hemp. You want to talk a little bit
The
about
ancient hemp,
that?
yeah, the good hemp, Cannabis sativa L. It's like the one that is like the main thing. I don't see a future for the hemp being grown inside on lights because it's just like too idiotic. It's with enormous carbon footprint. It's very expensive. You need a lot of electricity, water filtering, etc. So if we are about to heal the nation, and if we are about to do it with cannabinoid extractions, the way to do it is to grow a field of hemp, like ridiculously big hemp field. And I do think that every city in Bulgaria deserves one as the one that we have built near Samokov. And as I say we, I mean the hemp community in Bulgaria. But around Samokov, on 1,000 meters over the ground, a friend of ours grows hemp, and he invented a wonderful machinery related to the hemp extraction, production, the harvesting, and we kind of learned a lot about the possibilities, and also in the labs that are supporting this project, hemp project, that there is a possibility to really play with the ratios of the cannabinoids. So for the time being, addressing THC-free extract, but whole plant extract with all the major terpenoids and cannabinoids, flavonoids in it, only the THC removed, which is funny because it won't work in all of the conditions. It will totally be the missing wheel in the entourage effects. But still, it will be much better than the use that I'm seeing out of synthetic CBD, synthetic THC, and all these synthetics that are covering up us out of China, synthetic cannabinoids, and all the expensive cannabinoids that one patient can buy on the market in Europe, like the free market. The way to bring down the price of these products is not a question of legality, because industrial hemp is legal here in Europe, more or less. It's a question of availability. It's a question of removing all the idiotic boundaries, because there is a, I don't know, understanding that industrial hemp in Bulgaria is everything that is producing below 0.2% THC. Everything above 0.2% is considered potent cannabis. So I'm not quite sure who is going to be the guy who is going to buy like 2% THC potent cannabis. But I'm sure that a strain that has 2% THC industrial strain will like rock out over 8, 9, 10% of CBD, which all the epileptic children out there are needing, or which all the diabetics type 2 can really profit out of. And I really do see the healing of the nation, more or less, as we know it from the song, related towards the industrial hemp. A plant that can be used for such of different types of application in our life, different than medicine and food only, but construction, clothing, etc. And on the other hand, can give us a power amount of cannabinoids that we can further use. So I really do see a future for the hemp plant everywhere, and the way it is now, which was like the pattern we see managed out of the drug war, very potent cannabis strains, 20% or something like that. This is going to become, which is the North American green rush perceptions for the market and cannabis world. This is going to disappear very fast. This is going to stay just a boutique way for people who just need some small amounts of couple of 100 grams for intoxication. What I'm talking about are tons for salvation.
Yeah. What about the other method of extraction that you were?
The tetrafluoro extraction? This is something that we are working on. It's a Bulgarian technology developed for rose oil extractions, which couple of guys developed into a product that is suited for the cannabis industry world. It's a clean extraction. It is aquaphobic extraction, which means one shoot, and I would really say it's the better way to extract the fresh material, so not to lose the terpenes and to get all of the cannabinoids in their acidic form, but including all the monoterpenes. Imagine what this is going to be like for the food industry or the cosmetic industry. To have not a sense that is reminiscent for the dry herb, but to have the sense of the herb as it is on the field. Which actually all the aesthetics should be done like that. I am like quite wondering why are we the first to show it to the cannabis world, but it's like that. So this inert gas extraction is very affordable. It happens around 8 atmosphere. For example, the one CO2 extractor, the laboratory is 1000 bar. So 8 bar to 1000 bar, if something gets wrong. Yeah. It is FDA approved agent, so it's a carrier in a lot of the drugs that are on the market today. All of those asthma sprays and stuff. And practically it is going to be another way that one can inhale the plant probably in the future out of the extracts. It's not tested yet and I'm not into it. But the idea that one have a very affordable, working on around 800 watts per hour technology with a peak for a couple of minutes around 2000 watts, so it can work on diesel aggregate direct on your field or grow up. It's the way to address cannabis extraction in the future. Then separation of the terpenes, partial decarboxylation of the extract, reinfusion of the terpenes, and then you have all the cannabinoid profiles in their acidic, in their decarbox form, with all of the terpenes and monoterpenes available in the plant as it is. This is going to be a mighty medicine.
Cool. Thank you.